Hello, welcome to Web of Stories. My name is Melinda, and it is the second Wednesday of the month. Excuse me, my nose is itchy, which means it is time to draw from our tin, my Coronation Tea tin, the Shakespeare play that we will be discussing in the Bard Room for July. So June's is Love's Labour's Lost. As of the time I'm filming this, I have not started it, but hopefully by the time you see this, I will have finished it. It's not a very long play. And the way this works is I put all of oops, wait, hold on a sec here. I gotta take something out of here. All of Shakespeare's plays are in here, minus the ones we have already done, which are A Winter's Tale, Merry Wives of Windsor, Henry IV Part 1, Coriolanus, and now Love's Labour's Lost. I do 10 plays a year. I do not do plays in May or December. And I also do not have in here Henry VI Part 2 or Henry VI Part 3. For obvious reasons, these go in, like Henry VI Part 2 will go in after I draw Henry VI Part 1. You know how that works. Anyway, so I will just draw these. I have yet to to pull out one of the banger plays, the ones anyone knows. This might be the month. I don't know. So this will be what we read in July. If you'd like to join in the discussion, it's on my Discord. Information is down below. There is a thread. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. I think I'm allergic to filming because it always starts itching when I film. There's a thread on my Discord called the Bard Room where we discuss these. And you are free to drop in whenever you want, or you can do all of them, whatever. It's fun. So let's see. Get my lid off here. What shall it be? Stick my hand in here. Okay, got one. What is our play? I think this is close. I think this may be our first banger. It is one that I have not read, and it's one that's a little bit controversial. So I am excited. We finally, I think, have one of our first bangers, and we have The Merchant of Venice. So we will be reading The Merchant of Venice in July. I'm so excited. Now, if you are really kind of intimidated by reading Shakespeare, here are my tips. One is get an audiobook. Oh, I'm going to put these other ones back in so I don't lose my Henry VI in there. So I'll stick those back in there. If you are intimidated by Shakespeare, it's okay. He is a little intimidating because he doesn't talk like we do, and that's fine. My suggestions are, one is to get an audiobook and listen to the audiobook as you read. That's actually how I do it. And it works really well, especially for comedy, because sometimes when you're just reading it, you're not picking up on the comedy because what was funny in the 17th century is not funny in the 21st. But if you hear them speak it and you get the intonations, you can get the jokes. So you can do that. That's my preferred way of doing it. You can watch an adaptation first. That is always a good thing. There's no shame in that. And also, if you just want to watch the adaptation, fine. Just know that in some of the adaptations, there are some changes. For example, twice now for my adaptation, I have watched productions from the Stratford Festival that they're on Broadway HD. And they're great productions, but they do some little changes. Some of in the Merry Wives of Windsor, there were some, let's just say things we wouldn't say these days that just aren't there, which is fine. They also, when they refer to money in the play, they refer to pounds and shilling and all that. And in the production I saw, they said dollars, which is fine. They also, this was in the Merry Wives of Windsor, they had, there's a thing at the end where everyone kind of goes into the woods and is merry and does these things. It's a little spooky, but it's just not really described in the play. It's probably something that they were very familiar with back in the 17th century. But in the play, they just referred to it as Halloween. So there can be some very slight changes in the plays, just to keep that in mind. But there's no shame in doing that. There's no shame whatsoever. Also, a little tip that I have learned, if you're kind of reading, and I know there's been a lot of talk about sub-vocalization on booktube, which I think is really fascinating. But if you're reading and you get kind of tied up in sort of the poetry format of it, don't worry about the poetry. Just say it. Just say it. It'll make sense. So anyway, oh, one other thing I would show you. This is for, let me see if I can get here without knocking everything over. I got this. I haven't used it yet, and I'm not going to use this till after I read Love's Labour's Lost, but I found this. This is Love's Labor's Lost in Plain and Simple English. I believe there is something for every play in here. And what it has, this is not the play I'm going to be reading this is not the version I'll be listening to when I read, but it has, if you can see it, it has the original and then it has sort of updated language. That might be something that also works. So those are just some options. I would love to have you join me. As I said, we, on the Discord, which is down below, there is a thread called the Bard Room where we discuss this. And again, we're finally to a banger with The Merchant of Venice. So thank you very much. Like, subscribe. If you have read Shakespeare, tell me what your favorite Shakespeare play is down below. I'm curious. And mine is, as of right now, mine is the 12th Night, which I actually have not read, but I have seen. We have not pulled it up yet. Anyway, like, subscribe, join my Discord if you'd like to participate. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.